Hello everyone, I am Obi Lewis and I am going to be taking you on a beginner's course on CodeIgniter. I will be teaching you on how to install CodeIgniter in your local environment in this tutorial. First of all, we need to have a hosted PHP and MySQL server. Once your server is set up, go to the CodeIgniter site at codeigniter.com. Click the download button on the home page to download the latest version of CodeIgniter. After you have downloaded CodeIgniter, unzip the folder. Install the CodeIgniter files in your website's root folder. If you are using XAMPP, this is usually the htdocs folder within the XAMPP folder. For WAMP it is www inside the WAMP folder. Once you have installed the CI files, have a look at the new directories that have been created. Understanding what different type of files and folders do is critical. The initial files and folders we can see are System folder, Application folder, User Guide folder, Index.php file, License.txt file. Move the Application folder into the System folder. These are our main site's files and folders, the index.php file being the most important one. It will act as the main controller and will route application requests to the required controllers. Without this file, CodeIgniter can't work. Next in importance is the System folder. The framework's base files and libraries are present in this folder. We, as programmers, won't need to modify those files for our normal usage. However, it's important to know what those files are and what they do. The most important folder, the one that deserves most of your attention, is the System Application folder and all of its subfolders. 99% of your work will be done right in this folder, so it deserves a bit of attention at this point. Learning what goes where now will reduce confusion later. The System Application folder is broken down into several folders. Config. The config folder contains several important files that control your configuration options. There are files that manage your database setup and other variables that CodeIgniter needs to know about. Controllers. The controllers folder contains the controllers you create for your application. Hooks. The hooks folder contains any hooks you create for your application. Hooks, as mentioned above, are the best way to safely extend the CodeIgniter core. Libraries. The libraries folder contains custom libraries you create for your application. Do not confuse this folder, which you use to store your own custom libraries, with the System Libraries folder, which contains the core CodeIgniter libraries. Models. The models folder contains the models you create for your application. Views. The views folder contains the views you create for your application. In other words, the most important folders in System Application are controllers, models, and views. If you spend 99% of your time inside this folder, you'll spend 99% of that time with models, views, and controllers that you build. In the next tutorial I will be talking about configuration of CodeIgniter. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Have a nice day.